I'm talking truth to them while they listen to some truth on my T. Here we go.
I'll invite him.
But how come I can't hear him, so.
Yeah, you can't hear me.
Yeah, shoot, I have to text me.
Oh, somebody don't have a mic?
Chuck.
Oh, Chuck though.
I'll be back.
Chuck, you won't I'm working on it.
The more you begin to investigate
Yeah, I'll come pick you up in the ground.
what we think we understand, where we came from, what we think we're doing,
Here, just
the more you begin to see we've been lied to by every institution. What makes you think for 1 minute that the religious institution is the only one that's never been touched? The religious institutions of this world are at the bottom of the dirt. The religious institutions in this world are put there by the same people who gave you your government, your corrupt education, who set up your international banking cartels. We have been misled away from the true and divine presence of the universe that men have called God. I don't know what God is, but I know what He is. And unless you are prepared to look at the whole truth, wherever it may go, wherever it may lead to, the more you educate yourself, the more you understand where things come from, the more obvious things become, and you begin to see lies everywhere. You have to know the truth and speak the truth, and the truth will set you free.
What should I make my all the blue cars. I don't know where Benny's is.
You don't know where Benny's is. You got a low rider. You
Why
might
do you
know.
want Benny's?
I'm in your guys' session. Why you want me in your guys' session?
Hang on, Chuck. Okay.
Because I gotta tell you the truth, folks. I gotta tell you the truth.
You know where it is on the map.
When it comes to bullshit, big time,
Bola, can you pick me up, please? I swear I'm not going to kill you.
champion of false promises and exaggerated religion.
Bola, can you pick me up?
Actually convince people living in the sky, watches everything we do, every minute of every day. And the Invisible Man has a special list of 10 things you don't want to lose. And if you use any of these 10 things, he has a special plate full of fire and smoke and burning and torture and anguish that will send you to live and suffer and choke and scream and cry forever and ever until the end of time.
They were yours. Guys, they were yours.
Just can't handle money. Religion takes in billions of dollars.
Why can't I work on the table?
No taxes, and they always need a little more. Now, you talk about good bullshit story. Holy
Yeah, it is. But Vehicle Customs is better.
No, like you say, it's not better, but it is dumb what he's saying though. Because Benny should be able to do everything. Because Benny's a big old shot. It should be able to do everything. You're right about that one. But Benny's is better though. But it's dumb how they got it fixed up. You right about that one.
But I didn't want to free build it.
What about Benny?
Now it's better because you can't. If you want to buy a car that you want to upgrade in there, it can be upgraded in there. You ain't gonna upgrade it. So how it ain't better? Yeah, dog.
I got you.
I'm like, is it who with me? Hello.
Keep going, man. I can do it. What could you do, man? I ain't there to see you.
They were also very aware of
He's
the
down to
which occurred over long periods of time, such as eclipses and
And Ammo's gonna hurt that boy, but he rough with him.
that was a nightmare for that kid.
And the kid ain't never get that, buddy.
That gorilla had him.
I guarantee he'll never won't go in nobody else environment again.
Don't go in the cave. He told the mom he's gonna
Told
go in
her.
the cave.
Told her. Ain't look, they wanted that to be hush hush, believe that. They ain't wanted to know that one.
Yeah.
If he asked for what he got.
Hey, you guys want to see the Ninja Turtles?
He
He asked for what he got.
We got there make believe movies and shit, you know?
Ain't Sinbad.
Ebola.
in other words, the early civilizations did not just follow the sun and stars, they personified
Can you hear Boston?
involved in their movements and relationships.
Ask him if he wants to do a high school
Sacred
thing.
qualities was personified as a representative
I can hear Chuck. Oh, I can hear
Or
Chuck.
the person.
That you calling for the setup?
Likewise, the cult confirmation
Yeah, you want to do it?
Oh man, you know I got you, man. Just send me the invite.
usually representing elements of nature.
Dude, what's your name on this?
I'm Cold Day for you. Just call me Blues. Cause I like all blue. I'm always being blue.
This is Horus. He is the sun god of Egypt in around 3000 BC. He is the sun anthropomorphized in his life. He is a series of events involving the sun's movement in the skies. In the ancient
I want to invite all you guys.
shut off the sun inside.
No, Chuck, we're not supposed to turn around. Here, I'll come to mine. I'll come to me. You gotta take my photo. It's nice.
And metaphorically speaking,
I'm not gonna do it right now.
while
They already come to
set
me. I did.
Horus and send him into the underworld.
They're like, I killed me. He's off the radar. Go, 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 go. He's off the radar.
Ubiquitous dualities
I
everywhere
saw it.
and is still expressed in many
Come,
ways.
come.
Join Ebola. Boston, join.
Horus is as follows.
Wait,
Please.
does that mean Los Santos cards?
Sith
You
from
can only,
Mary.
you can only do Los Santos cards in there.
And upon his birth, he was
Only can do the custom card, the card that can be upgraded.
at the age of 12, he was a prodigal child teacher.
What?
At the age
You
of
gotta-
30, he was baptized.
You gotta buy. Yeah, you gotta buy 'em from the garage.
Horus had 12
How old are
disciples
you?
who traveled about
I'm 40. I'm 46. No, 47.
Horus was known
Do you got an armored Kuruma?
What you mean, my somebody's dead?
God's anointed son.
What level are you?
Do you got an armored Kuruma?
I'm 197.
After being betrayed by Typhon,
You have the Hydra?
and thus
I got all the cards.
Use an armored Kuruma, because this is how you do it. You just hit all the people with the car.
other gods are found to have the same general mythological structure.
I didn't see those when you need you.
One Virgin Nile on
Hey,
September 5th,
hey, I'm gonna go upgrade my car up here at
for 3 days,
the
was
custom
resurrected.
the custom shop.
Krishna of India,
Why didn't-
one of the virgins
Let
of
me see if I
India,
can call
I'm
some.
not gonna go upgrade after the car.
he performed miracles with his disciples, and upon his death,
I called some people, Chuck.
Dionysius of Greece, born on December 25th, as a traveling teacher who performed miracles.
That's why you should be on the mission with Chuck.
He was referred to as the King of Kings, God's only
Oh, I know, I'm like,
the Alpha and Sigma, and many others.
How you gonna get
He was resurrected.
Well, how you gonna get millions of dollars? You don't work up to them.
Persia, born of a virgin on December 25th,
I already have
he
one.
had 12 disciples and performed miracles. Upon his death,
Boston, can you join the heist?
he was also referred to as the true
Well, not the heist, but one of the setups.
Sunday.
What do you get from that? You get the Hydra? Can you get the Hydra from that ice?
Numerous saviors from different periods
Hey,
of the world.
hey, wait, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
The question
Just call me Blues.
these attributes. Why the virgin
On there, it's cold date. It's cold date. Just call me Blues.
resurrection?
I'm gonna send you
Followers.
Wait, what?
To find out, let's examine the most recent.
I'll tell you, I don't know. I'm on this game, but I'm on this game, but not on this game to be playing it like y'all played. I'm on this game to talk to y'all that's playing it. Because this game is not really good for y'all mentality. Because it's teaching y'all how to do bad shit, not good shit. Am I right or wrong?
I don't do like bad stuff in this game.
Oh man, you kill each other.
I do this.
Y'all kill each other, man. That's bad enough, man. Shit. I ain't talking about the smoking the weed or the drinking the alcohol or going to the strip club or getting your dick sucked or none of that. No, I'm talking about y'all kill each other as a game.
Get out of here.
First of all, the birth sequence.
Yeah, you start level 27. You got a lot Yes, we got level 333 guys. He's probably good. What? I got freaking kicked out. This is stupid. Whatever.
This is why the three kings
Yep, that's all.
I got kicked out of my freaking own house.
See, like that, Jeff. What was the reason why you killed me? What was the reason why you shot me? Give me the best reason that you got. What was the reason why you shot me? I ain't put no gun on you or nothing. My back was turned to you.
Dude, can you join my session a cold day?
What you say, Chuck?
Wait. Let me set it though. He said it right on my head.
The shortening of the expiration of the crops, when approaching winter solstice, symbolized the process of death to the ancients. There was the death of the sun.
Who's kidding me? Definitely not. It's my name. I'm killing you. Okay, come back.
The sun resides in the southern constellation.
Now, answer that question for me. You saying that you need money, but you don't want to go on mission with each other.
And spring. And Exodus said, the sun died on the cross, was dead for 3 days.
That's true.
Crucifixion, 3 days.
Hey, don't kill my friend. True. Why'd you kill me?
It is the sun's transition period to a shift
Hey, I'm talking with Billy right now.
hemisphere when in spring. They will not celebrate the rotation of the sun until the spring equinox.
Hello, you're through to Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Your beautiful new aircraft is waiting at our nearest airfield. We hope you're very happy, sir.
Get it? Okay, bye.
What?
is a pagan adaptation of the cross and zodiac.
我上去你在。Just want you to keep battling with you. Kill me! I hate you. No.
They go day.
What's that with you, Chuck?
What? What are you doing?
I mean, what I'm doing? Why you trying to shoot me down? Why you trying to shoot me down?
I'm not on. Stay where you are. Is that a Hydra?
Yes, I am. Why? You want to drive it?
Yeah,
You want to drive it?
it.
All right, I'll put it down for you.
What heights did you get the Hydra from? Because you got to go nice.
You make money. I guess y'all ain't know that you get, if you go a whole hour without killing anybody, get $150,000.
Get what?
$150,000.
Ooh, you go.
Yep, that's how I got all my money.
I'm not hungry.
What you do?
Hang on, I'm almost there. Yeah, Ebola likes killing people. Wait, are you gonna kill me?
Oh, I don't play that shit. How somebody make you do nothing? Nobody can't make you. Got free will to do anything, son. Nobody can make you do nothing. I told you, man. I ain't gonna kill you, man. I told you, I'm a man of my word. So you have fun. I'm gonna go at my house and watch you on TV. Cause I don't be killing nobody, me.
Is that how you got so much money?
Yep. Yeah.
Yes. That's what I meant. She killed her. I've seen this different things. We're gonna have to do this me up here. Come on. This is me, boss. I'm not trying to do Look! You know he's coming. Kill the boys. He killed me! Kill him, please.
source of this idea is Matthew 28:20, where Jesus says, "I will be with you to the end of the world."
Okay.
However, in the King James Version, world is a mistranslation.
We're trying to get up here.
Among many mistranslations. The actual word being used is eon,
It's like,
which means age.
no, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's
The
me.
end of the age, which is true.
No,
And
dude,
Jesus
stop, stop,
is
stop,
the
stop.
personification both in the sun and Aquarius. The entire
Can't catch up
concept
to
and
me.
time the end of the world is a misinterpreted astrological
Dude,
allegory.
don't. You can't. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the plane about to crash.
Sorry about
Plagiarization of Egyptian sundial. For example, inscribed about 3,500 years ago,
Dude, you want to team up or keep killing each other?
Luxor in
It's your
Egypt are
choice.
images of the Annunciation, the miracle conception, the birth, and the adoration of Horus. The images of Isis that she will conceive Horus, then Neph, the Holy Ghost, impregnating the Virgin, and then the virgin birth and the adoration. This is exactly the story of Jesus' miracle conception.
Hello?
Similarities between the Egyptian
What happened to the jet?
You was in passive mode and just stop hovering.
Oh.
Yeah, dummy.
I have to go do something because my mom kept on yelling for me.
Yeah, but I'm like I said again,
It crashed?
Yep. I sent another one to the airport.
You picked me up because one of my friends is about to kill me.
Oh, y'all was in the middle. Now behind, I killed it.
And even the release and return of a dove.
True. True. Okay, I'm saying okay.
Upon Moses' birth, it is said that he was placed in a reed basket and set adrift in a river.
Shoot the driver.
He was later
What are you guys doing?
daughter of royalty and raised by
We're trying to get 5 stars on that.
this baby and a
I was
baptism
kind of can't.
is directly from the myth of Sargon
Hey, what happened to you?
2250 BC. Sargon, placed in a reed basket,
I told Jake, can you pick me up, please?
set adrift.
Oh, he said he had to go eat.
He was in turn rescued.
No, I didn't.
Like he died for some reason. Oh, go true. You're gonna get
Get
I had to
yourself,
get back in
bro.
the same session.
Pass from God to a prophet up on a mountain is also very old motif. Moses is just another one
True, don't kill me.
Are you in my session? No.
I'm coming now.
Yeah, I think so.
As far as the Ten Commandments, they are taken outright from spell 125 in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. With the Book of the Dead phrase, I
You
have
did?
not stolen, I shall not steal. I have
Kill
not
him.
lied, thou shalt not lie. I have not
Yeah.
told lies, because thou shalt not bear
Yep.
false witness, and so forth. In
Just do that, I
Christian
swear.
religion is likely the primary foundational basis for the Judeo-Christian
Oh, yeah, I know it.
religion.
Okay, sure.
Baptism,
I'm like, when don't like, when it offers, you gotta wait
virgin
this way.
birth, death,
Hello, friend.
crucifixion,
Can I help you with something?
circumcision,
With pleasure. I will be in touch.
grape blood, Easter, Christmas, Passover, and many, many more
Body.
are all attributes of
God.
Egyptian ideas.
But shoot this last one, I just
and
drew.
Judaism.
Break yourself.
Justin Martyr,
Last one,
the
that's.
first Christian historian and defenders, wrote,
I'm gonna do the cops are gonna start
"We
on.
say
We're
that
gonna
he,
start on.
Jesus Christ, our teacher, was produced without sexual union, was crucified and died and rose again.
Okay, don't kill him back.
We propound nothing different from what you believe regarding those who you esteem sons of Jupiter." In a different writing, Justin Martyr said, "He was born of a virgin, except his return what you believe, but Perseus."
Oh shoot, I got it.
Just as the other early Christians, similar Joseph the solution. As far as he was concerned, the devil did it. The devil had the foresight and create his characteristics in the pagan world.
Yes.
These people actually believe the world is 12,000 years old. I actually asked one of these guys, okay, dinosaur fossils. He says, dinosaur fossils? God is here to test our faith.
Oh yeah, I've seen this thing upstairs. Okay, don't carry
God came here to test my faith, dude.
Alright, so try to get a bunch of cops on us.
The Bible is nothing more than an astrotheological literary hybrid, just like nearly all religious myths before it. In fact, the aspect of transference of one character's attributes to a new character can be found within the verse itself. In the Old Testament, there is the story of Joseph. Joseph was a prototype for Jesus. Joseph was born of a miracle birth. Jesus was born of a miracle birth. Joseph was of 12 brothers. Jesus had 12 disciples. Joseph was sold for 20 pieces of silver. Jesus was sold for 30 pieces of silver. Brother Judah suggests the sale of Joseph. Disciple Judah suggests the sale of Jesus. Joseph began his work at the age of 30. Jesus began his work at the age of 30. The parallels go on and on. Furthermore, biblical historical evidence of one person living with the name Jesus, the son of Mary, who traveled about with 12 followers, healing people and the like. There are numerous historians who lived in and around the Mediterranean, either during or soon after the escape and life of Jesus. How many of these historians document this event? Not one. However, to be fair, that doesn't mean defending.
I hate stupid people, bro.
Haven't claimed the contrary. Historians typically reference to justify Jesus' existence. Pliny the Younger, Suetonius, and Tacitus are the first three. Each one of their entries consists of only a few sentences at best, and only refer to Christus or to Christ, which in fact is not a
Boston?
title. It means the anointed one. The fourth source is Josephus. And this source has
I don't know, he just left me.
for hundreds of years. Sadly, it is still silent.
Yeah, he said, join my session and join my party.
It didn't, because once the evidence is weighed, there are very high odds.
He said, do you not care about us anymore? But here's what I said, he's probably playing GTA online with some friends that he's bet. He's playing with me, Shock. Bet that sucks. No. No, you're not playing with me.
Gnostic Christian sect, and like all other pagan gods, he was a mythical figure. It was the political establishment that sought to historize the social control. In 325 AD in Rome, Emperor Constantine convened the Council of Nicaea. And there was reason that the Christian doctrines were established.
Yes. I know, because my mom won't let me get it.
On all of Europe, leading to such joyous periods as the Dark Ages, along with enlightening events such as the Crusades and the Inquisition. Christianity, along with all other related theologies, is the cross. These religions.
Well, did we have practice? Hey, Aiden. Did we have practice? Here who I'm putting on that mic, Aiden. Aiden, I'm new to everybody.
And most critically, political establishment who have been using the
Me
myth
neither.
to
What?
manipulate and control societies. The religious myth is one of the most powerful devices God created, and it serves as the psychological soil upon which other myths can flourish.
Oh, hey,
Is an
Aaron.
idea that widely believed is false. In a deeper sense, in the religious sense, a myth serves as an orienting and mobilizing source.
What?
The focus is not on the story's relation to reality, but on its function.
What?
A story cannot function.
Did we have practice?
Hey Boston, what have you been looking up on your phone?
Why'd you get off?
Yeah, but what have you been looking at?
Here, I figured out
Okay, good.
that one of
Good
my
boy.
friends
Hey
told me
Boston,
if you don't pull out your
tell your
gun
friends
or
here
shoot
what you
anyone
looked up?
for an hour, you get 150,000 K. Okay.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Me?
I never searched it up, I just looked up the noise. Oh my gosh, Chuck just left. Chuck just left, gamer. Boston's just on GTA trolling people. Boston's on GTA trolling the crap out of people. That's why you miss. That's why you miss. That's why you miss.
The concrete is just pulverized.
In addition to those pictures from Wall Street,
Oh.
was deliberately stored by World Trade Center to knock it down.
Because he has to do something for his mom.
We saw some kind of explosion. Back into the 8th floor. And we get to the lab. Alarm took the well, a bomb had exploded there. Huge explosion now, raining debris. A huge explosion. Huge explosion that we all heard and
Panda, yeah. Panda.
That there were truly devices planted in the building,
Got it. Wow. That boy came flying out the car.
Flying airplanes in the buildings. No specific threat involving really domestic operation or involving what happened, obviously. The city's airliner and so.
There were no warning signs that I'm aware of.
USA Today reports that in the 2 years before the attacks on September the 11th, NORAD conducted exercises using hijacked airliners as weapons. One target was the World Trade Center.
In confidential documents from the Philippines obtained by CNN, the plan was clear. To board any American commercial aircraft, control its cockpit, and dive it at the CIA headquarters. Other buildings targeted the Pentagon and the World Trade Center.
The Federal Aviation Administration received 52 rumors of Al-Qaeda in the 6 months before 9/11 and did not, apparently, heed them.
The Pentagon reportedly does not want the public to hear next week's Senate testimony about the former secret intelligence unit as Able Danger,
And it identified Mohammed Atta and 3 other 9/11 terrorists as members of Al-Qaeda cell in Brooklyn, New York, more than a year before the attacks.
2 to 3 cells which conducted 9/11 attacks.
Lieutenant Colonel Tony Schaefer, who was the first member of Able Danger to go public, has now been told in writing by the Defense Intelligence Agency that he can't speak to members of Congress or their staff without prior approval.
This is an attempt to prevent the American people from knowing the facts about how we could have prevented 9/11, and people are covering it up today.
Security and counterterrorism was blinking red, in the words of George Tenet, that the warnings of an imminent attack were so severe that something dramatic should have been done. It was unparalleled. Instead, our president went on a month-long vacation.
The head of Pakistani intelligence of the ISI, Mahmoud Ahmed, requested Omar Sheikh to wire $100,000 to Mohammed Atta, who was the lead hijacker.
The hijacker Mohammed Atta received wire transfers via Pakistan. The man sending the money to Atta is believed to be Ahmed Omar Saeed Sheikh. Omar Sheikh admitted he was supported.
That's what you miss.
by the intelligence service, the ISI.
Part of this is to believe that the alleged terrorists involved in the attack on Tuesday may have attended schools run by the U.S. military.
Evidence was also apparently planted. Passport of one of the hijackers on Friday night allegedly found in the rough.
The hijacker's passport was found blocked in the World Trade Center crash site, if you believe that. The 9/11 hijackers are alive and well. That's according to the chief of the Democratic Party said 9/11 is a hoax.
Several of these men.
What's up, what up?
Of course, we're at Saddam Hussein, bin Laden.
In the early 1980s, bin Laden worked with operatives from U.S. intelligence, the Pakistani military, and the Arab states. January 2011, the British ordered the FBI and intelligence agencies to back off investigations involving the bin Laden family, including 2 of Osama bin Laden's relatives, who were living, guess where, in Falls Church, Virginia, right next to CIA headquarters. He was already America's most wanted criminal. He reportedly spent 2 weeks in the American hospital.
Why do they put XX swagger? XX sniper. XX savage sniper. XX swag.
This failure to provide proof was noticed that bin Laden, the video allegedly found in Afghanistan, admitted responsibility for the attack.
Me neither.
In 1976,
am I supposed to?
Salim bin Laden hired a man in Texas by the name of Jim Bath to handle all the investments in the United States for the bin Laden family. Jim Bath also happens to be a personal, almost lifelong friend and former Air National Guard pilot with George W. Bush. The connections between the Bushes and the bin Ladens become much more clear when George Herbert Walker Bush made trips to Saudi Arabia in 1998 and 2000 the bin Laden family.
Good shot, lucky bastard.
One fly a 60-ton, 154-foot tall plane through this obstacle course.
Way to go, little daddy. Way to go. Way to go. That's why you never give up. That's why you never give up.
Could not safely fly even small
I'm in a mission right now, Dad. He just invited me later.
No luggage, no bodies, nothing but bricks and limestone.
The official explanation is that
Just call me Blues.
vaporized the entire plane. Flight 77 had two Rolls-Royce engines made of steel and titanium alloy
You what?
and weigh 6 tons each. It is scientifically impossible that 12 tons of steel and titanium was vaporized by jet.
I'm cool. I don't never join no gangs. I don't join no gangs. I'm a loner. I just come in to help y'all. That's all. I just come in to help y'all make money. That's all.
government agents picked up debris from the area. The entire lawn was covered with dirt and gravel, so that any remaining forensic evidence.
You talking about, boy?
The videos from security cameras which show what really hit the Pentagon were immediately confiscated by agents of the FBI. The Department of Justice has to this day refused to release them. These videos prove that the Pentagon really designed 757 also the government.
Boston.
It looks like there's no except for a hole in the ground. Basically, the only thing you can see was some big gouge in the earth and some broken pieces. You can see some people walking around in the area, but from what we can see,
break it down now.
There's nothing that you can distinguish from that
Break it down now! Break it down now! Break it down now! Break it down now! I know where that song called the Sunkins is.
Debris site. Why would debris be located 6 miles away? Could it have blown that far away? Seems highly
Pancake theory, according to which the fire was wound up melting the steel.
1, 2, 3.
To break loose from the steel columns, and this started a chain reaction.
Boston.
See a whole stack of
floors piled up on top of each other, and then a spectrum of court columns standing too.
The twin towers consisted of 47 massive steel columns. If the floors had broken loose, these columns would have still been sticking up into the air 1,000 feet.
What is breathing like that?
All those court columns.
We designed the building to take the impact of the Boeing 707 hitting the building at any location.
The building probably could sustain multiple impacts of jetliners.
I have sticky bumps too.
From the top of the World Trade Center, it would have taken 8 to 10 seconds to hit the ground, encountering no resistance whatsoever.
Three balls, 200,000 tons of steel shatters and explodes outwards over 500 feet.
This means that floors shatter at a downward rate of about 10 floors per second.
There is no scenario for a pancake effect of buildings rising to fall at the rate of free fall.
And what can move mass out of the way? Explosives. 47 huge steel columns going up the core. They're interconnected. How do you get them to fail simultaneously so the core is split? It looks like those core columns were cut.
The way we do this is by cutting the beam at an angle.
What the hell?
Hey, y'all need to kick that dude out of y'all session that's breathing.
All three buildings, both towers, in the rubble, in the basement area.
Whoever it is on it just breathing.
There's these pools.
He on Madden. I delete.
Get down below and see molten steel. Molten steel running down like you're in a fountain. By lava. The molten steel was found 3, 4, and 5 years old when the rubble was being removed. He said that molten steel was also found underneath World Trade Center.
So I'm looking through the official reports. What do they say about the molten metal? They say nothing. Wait, this is important evidence. Where did it come from?
Thermite is so hot that it'll just cut through steel, through structural steel.
The products are molten iron and aluminum oxide, which goes off primarily as a dust. You know, those enormous dust clouds, you can imagine when you assemble these chemical products.
So, Professor Niels Harrit, you examined the rubble that came from the World Trade Center. What did you find in it?
Well, in there we find remains of what we characterize as acidic materials. And this is very energetic material, which can be used either for
Sure, my friend. I'll send you the details.
Can be designed as an explosive. The evidence for controlled demolition is overwhelming. I told you that the thermite reaction produced molten iron. Molten iron was in pools of molten iron in the rubble. And the point is that the thermite kept on reacting. This was the deepest blue of thermite chemistry.
Molten metal pools in both towers and building 7. Building 7 was hit by a jet.
Well, if you're 7, you can
Part of the problem is that most people simply don't know much about Building 7 due to the extraordinary secrecy surrounding the collapse.
And this was a 47-story skyscraper. This building fell at 5 was not hit by a flare. This building had fires on only 2 or 3 floors. And it was shut down by what we know was a controlled demolition.
They look just like that. They stink in the middle, and then that building just went straight down, almost at free fall speed.
You're slow. Levels, GTA. It's real life. No, you didn't. What? Okay, I'm gonna pick my bike right now. Should just take up 3 here for nothing. Whoever tries to walk to Lily, step up. Wow. When we get on our bikes, we can go to the bus.
Our office was on the 11. I was talking to a supervisor. 846. Here. An explosion of car that pushed us upwards. And it came from the basement between the B2 level and the B3 level. And when I went to verbalize, we hear boom! The impact of the plane on top.
It would appear to me that there's more smoke coming from the ground. I was down in the basement, speed down, all of a sudden the elevator blew up.
As we were coming out, we passed the lobby, there was no lobby. So I believe the bomb hit the lobby first. And second to the first plane hit.
As I'm walking by the main freight car of the building, in the corridor, that's when I got blown. I mean, the impact of the explosion blew me to the floor, and that's when everything started happening. All of a sudden, the big impact happened again, and all the
I guarantee you dream.
light fixtures were falling. You know, you got to go clear across the hall from 1 to 2, and then all of a sudden, it happened all over again. Something else hit us to the floor, right in the basement. You felt it, the wall was caving in, everything was going on. I mean, I know people that go to the basement. I know people that got broken legs in the basement. People got reconstructed the surgery because the walls hit them in the face.
According to standard operating procedures, if an FAA flight possible hijack, controllers contact the problem cannot be fixed within about a minute. The Superior Class NORAD, North American Aerospace Command, to send up or scramble jet fighters to targets. NORAD then issues a scramble order of the nearest airport that fighter is clear. Although interception is usually within 10 or so minutes, in this case, 80 or so minutes that elapsed before fighters were even hit. It's a mind-blowing anomaly. Not a single U.S. Air Force interceptor turns around until it's too late. There are no jets at all.
What if they were so confused? I've been so deliberately confused that they couldn't. The reason they didn't know where to go was because a number of exercises were taking place that involved the insertion of false radar blips onto radar screens in Northeast Air Defense Center.
17 News, we have a hijacked aircraft headed towards New York. Someone can start us at 16. There's something up there. Is this real world or exercise?
There was another exercise, which was in fact according to NORAD sources, the last line hijack were being conducted at the same time. With only 8 available fighter aircraft that had to be dispatched in pairs, dealing with as many as 22 possible hijacks on 9/11, and they couldn't separate the war game exercise from the actual hijack.
Page 172. The U.S. government has not been able to determine the origin of the money used for the 9/11 attacks. Ultimately, the question is of
the American Republic have not managed to trace the source of the funding. And then the most amazingly disingenuous statement ultimately is it is a massive consequence.
Doesn't it matter who paid for 9/11?
The collapse of Building 7 has been recognized as especially difficult to explain. The 9/11 Commission report implicitly admitted
that it could not explain the collapse of this building by not even mentioning it.
The Vice President insisting on adjourning together to the 9/11 Commission because the Francis 9/11 Commission wants to ask us questions. That's what we're meeting, and I look forward to meeting them, answering their questions. Why are we adjourned together rather than separate? Because it's a good chance for both of us to answer questions. The 9/11 Commission is looking forward to answering them, and I'm looking forward to answering them. Let's see.
I think they should be able to stand up and speak their own work. They should find their own. They should be able to stand up.
Don't you think that the family deserves to have a transcript or to be able to see as they answer that question yesterday? I got the same answer, yeah.
The final result was a unanimous. That means that there was a single person that really objected to any bad facts that we brought to the report.
And we found out that he not only served in the Bush administration, that he was the person to go and draft the memo for the Bush administration's National Security Council. And he was an individual who was the preemptive war strategy that was eventually used for the war in Iraq. And he is a close friend of Condoleezza Rice's. We want him to resign.
There is literally nothing in the 9/11 report that the Bush administration did not do.
We can understand, therefore, why the Commission, under Velikov's leadership, would have ignored all the evidence that would point to the truth. 9/11 was a false flag operation intended to authorize the doctrine of funds needed for a new level of imperial mobilization.
The kids got off there with me because I was exploiting their bullshit. Kids shouldn't be on this thing. This thing is not made for kids. You heard that boy when he asked him, do you want to go on the mission or continue killing each other? That boy said, I can continue killing each other.
Armed with knives, armed with chemicals, biological, nuclear weapons.
I'm just saying.
Fanatics, terrorists, September 11th. September 11th killers, September 11th terrorists, Al-Qaeda, terrorists, nuclear weapons, terrorists.
That's all we do, false flag wars on regular basis.
Danger! September 11th terrorism, global terrorism, terrorism, terrorists, terrorism, September 11th, global terrorism, terrorism, September 11th, world terrorism, terrorism, September 11th, global terrorism, September the 11th, terror, weapons of mass destruction, September the 11th, terrorists, the evil terrorists, no.
Terrorism. The words are hypnotically repeated. Terrorism, terrorist, terrorist threat, and of course, believed to be linked to Al-Qaeda. But it's the so-called war on terrorism that's in our faces practically 24/7 as the inescapable focus of our existence.
One day, our grandchildren will look back on this time and ask, how was the war on terror won?
The entire U.S. ruling class, ruling elite, comes to see terrorism as the preferred means, indeed the only means, to provide social cohesion, to provide an enemy image for the society to keep it together. According to neocon theory from Carl Schmitt, you have to have an enemy image in order to have a society. It's a very dangerous thing because now it means that the entire social order, the political parties, intellectual life, politics in general, all based on a monstrous myth.
ISIS. You put anything on the news. Put anything on TV.
Look, the CIA is done in this
TV is the lion of the lion. Because if we got motherfucking special op teams, we can send special op teams that take care of ISIS. Unless they don't want ISIS taken care of.
We had the Van Ann, 103. We had the USS Cole. We had Oklahoma City. We had the World Trade Center in 1993.
That helped the terrorists blow up the World Trade Center the first time. They dropped the bomb. They got the driver's license.
The informant, the informant, thrown in Salam, a 43-year-old former Egyptian army officer, he was given the assignment to put the bomb together. And he went to his supervisor, his FBI supervisor, and said, we're going to put a dummy bomb in here, right? And the FBI supervisor said, no, we're going to put a real bomb.
FBI agents might have been able to remove FBI's own informant, Emad Salem. Unbeknownst to the FBI at the time, Salem recorded many of his conversations with his handlers.
Unfortunately for them, there were only 6 people killed, not enough to pass the legislation. So what happened is 2 years later, April 19, 1995, down comes Oklahoma City Murrah building, 168 people killed. 1 year later, the anti-terrorism legislation that takes away a few of our constitutional rights and civil liberties is passed.
Because at 9:30 this morning, we were actually running an exercise for over a company of 1,000 people in London, based on simultaneous bombs going off precisely at the railway stations that happened this morning. So I stood up at the hairs on the back of my neck, standing upright.
To get this quite straight, you were running an exercise to see how you would cope with this, and it happened while you were running the exercise?
Precisely.
Supposed to believe it was some kind of coincidence. There was also an anti-terrorist drill going on 7/7. And again, just like 9/11, they were talking about attacks on the same target, the same tube stations, at exactly the same time as the actual attack happened, providing some kind of cover for what must be operations orchestrated in some way by the state.
I am absolutely appalled at how much people in this country do not think. We are given to understand that a guy out there up in the mountains financed the most elaborate attack on this country.
The people in a cave? You think the people in a cave were able to have NORAD stand down? Do you think the people in a cave were able to have all of this happen?
When I think about how many Americans were killed in New York City, and believing as I do that this thing was a setup job, this is a textbook operation that nothing's used, and they've used it over and over again. America has suffered in one more time.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TV on the local newscast and tell us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living room. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crying in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Another dude jumping out the window on September 11th out the face, and he was on his cell phone telling them that the fire was happening. That's some bullshit for our government to do that to them people and get away with it. When are we gonna wake up?
But they believed that this country could be enticed into the war in very much the same way that it was enticed into the last one. They planned, first, to prepare the United States for foreign war under the guise of American defense. Second, to involve us in the war, step by step, without our realization. Third, to create a series of incidents which would force us into the actual conflict. These plans were, of course, to be covered and assisted by the full power of their propaganda. Our theaters soon became filled with plays portraying the glory of war. Newsreels lost all semblance of objectivity. And they have used the war to justify the restriction of congressional power and the assumption of dictatorial procedures on the part of the president and his appointees. A fear campaign was inaugurated. We cannot allow the natural passions and prejudices of other peoples to lead our country to destruction.
The American Revolutionary War began as the American colonies sought to detach from England and its oppressive monarchy. Though many reasons are cited for the revolution, one in particular sticks out as a prime cause. King George III of England outlawed the interest-free, independent currency the colonies were producing themselves, in turn forcing them to borrow money from the Central Bank of England, immediately creating economic hardship and despair. In the words of Peter Cooper, former vice president of the New York Board of Currency, after Franklin had explained to the British government as the real quality of prosperity, they immediately passed laws forbidding the payment of taxes on that money. This produced such great inconvenience and injury to the people that it was the principal cause of the revolution. In 1783, America won its independence from England. However, its battle against the central bank concept and corrupt, power-hungry mentality associated with it kept just begun. So what is a central bank? A central bank is an institution that issues and regulates the currency of an entire nation. Based on historical precedent, the typical powers inherent in central banking practice include the control of interest rates and the expansion and contraction of the money supply itself. Now, the central bank does not simply issue money to the government, it loans it to them with interest. Linked to the mechanisms of increasing and decreasing the supply of money, the central bank essentially regulates the value of the currency issued. Understand that the entire structure of this system can only produce one thing in the long run. It doesn't take a lot of engineering to figure this scam out. For every single dollar produced by both the central bank and its regulated commercial bank, That means every dollar produced is actually the dollar plus a certain percentage of debt based on that dollar. And since the banking system has the monopoly of the production of the currency, and they loan each dollar out with an immediate debt attached to it, where does the money to pay for the debt come from? It can only come from the banks again, which means the banking system has to perpetually increase its money supply to temporarily cover the outstanding debt created, which in turn, since that new money is loaned out at interest, creates even more debt. The end result of this system is essentially slavery, for it is technically impossible for the government and thus the public to ever come out of the self-generating debt. By the early 20th century, the U.S. had already implemented and removed a few central banking systems, which were maneuvered into place by ruthless banking interests. At this time, the dominant families in the banking and business world were the Rockefellers, the Morgans, the Warburgs, the Rothschilds. And in the early 1900s, they sought to push, once again, legislation to create another central bank. However, they knew the government and public were very weary of such an institution, so they needed to create an incident to affect public opinion. So J.P. Morgan, publicly considered a financial luminary at the time, exploited his mass influence by reportedly creating rumors that prominent banks in New York were insolvent or bankrupt. Morgan knew this would trigger mass hysteria and a systemic crisis, and it did. The public, in fear of losing their deposits, immediately began mass withdrawals. Consequently, the banks were forced to call in their loans, causing the recipients to sell their property, and thus a spiral of bankruptcies, repossessions, and turmoil emerged. Putting the pieces together years later, Congressman Charles Lindbergh wrote, "The King bankers put in motion in 1907 a great scheme. They had gambled and speculated on Wall Street until so many wanted stocks and bonds of the manufacture. The King bankers knew the condition and informed the favorite of their friends what was to come. There was to be a panic in the fall of 1907, and it would be advertised as the result of our bad banking and currency laws." The panic of 1907 led to a congressional investigation headed by Senator Nelson Aldrich, who had intimate ties to the financial powers and later became part of the Rockefeller family through marriage. The commission led by Aldrich recommended a central bank should be implemented, so a panic like 1907 could never happen again. This was the spark that the bankers needed to initiate their plan. And in 1910, a secret meeting was held at a J.P. Morgan estate on Jekyll Island off the coast of Georgia. It was there that the central banking bill called the Federal Reserve Act was written. This legislation was written by bankers, not lawmakers. This meeting was so secretive, so concealed from government and public knowledge, that most of the figures who attended disguised their names when en route to the island. And after this bill was constructed, it was then handed over to their political frontman, Senator Nelson Aldrich, to push through Congress. And in 1913, with heavy political sponsorship by the bankers, Woodrow Wilson became president, having already agreed to sign the Federal Reserve Act in exchange for campaign support. And a few days before Christmas, when much of Congress was at home with their families, the Federal Reserve Act was voted in, and Wilson in turn made it law. The night before its passage, Congressman Charles Lindbergh pleaded, "This act establishes the most gigantic trust on earth. When the president signs this act, the invisible government by the money power will be legalized." Now, the public was told that the Federal Reserve System was an economic stabilizer, and inflation and economic crises were a thing of the past. Well, as history has shown, nothing was further from the truth. The fact is, the bankers now had a streamlined machine for economic manipulation. For example, from 1914 to 1919, the Fed substantially increased the money supply, resulting in extensive loans to small banks and the public. Then, in 1920, the Fed deliberately contracted credit in an extreme way, thus resulting in banks having to call in large numbers of loans, and, just like 1907, bank runs, bankruptcy, and systemic collapse occurred. Numerous competitive banks outside of the Federal Reserve System collapsed, further consolidating the monopoly of the money trust cartel. Privy to this scheme, Congressman Lindbergh pronounced, "Under the Federal Reserve Act, panics are scientifically created. The present panic is the first scientifically created one, worked out as we figure a mathematical equation." However, the panic of 1920 was just a warm-up. From 1921 to 1929, the Fed again increased the money supply, resulting once again in extensive loans to the public and banks. There was also a fairly new type of loan in the stock market, the broker call loan. Very simply, this loan allowed an investor to put down only a fraction of the stock's value, with the rest being loaned from the broker. This method was very popular in the roaring 1920s, as everyone seemed to be making money in the market. However, there was a catch to this loan. It could be called in at any time and had to be paid within 24 hours, and the typical result was the selling of the stock purchased with that loan. So, a few months before October in 1929, J.D. Rockefeller, Bernard Baruch, and many other insiders quietly exited the market, knowing the bubble created was about to burst. Then, on October 24th, 1929, the financiers...
These people can't be held reliable for all the bullshit they cause. Man, you got motherfucking evidence right here.
From the already inflated market, as sell orders and margin calls were systemically triggered. That then led to mass bank runs, eventually collapsing thousands of banks, enabling the large banks to buy up the now failed banks at a discount. But it didn't stop there. Rather than expanding the money supply in order to recover from this economic collapse, the Fed actually contracted it, fueling one of the largest depressions in American history. Outraged, Congressman Louis McFadden, then chairman of the House Banking Committee, filed a petition for impeachment against the Federal Reserve Board, stating, "Mr. Chairman, we have in this country one of the most corrupt institutions the world has ever known. I refer to the Federal Reserve Board and the Federal Reserve Banks. This evil institution has impoverished and ruined the people of the United States and has practically bankrupted our government. It has done this through the defects of the law under which it operates, through the maladministration of that law by the Federal Reserve Board, of the money vultures who control it." Now, having reduced the society to squalor, it was then decided that the gold standard should be removed. In order to do this, they needed to acquire the remaining gold in the system. So, under the pretense of helping to end the Depression, came the 1933 gold seizure. Under the threat of imprisonment for 10 years, everyone in America was required to turn in all gold bullion to the Treasury, essentially robbing the public of what little wealth they had left. And at the end of 1933, the gold standard was abolished. If you look at a dollar bill before 1933, it says it is redeemable in gold. If you look at the dollar bill today, it says it is legal tender, which means it is backed by absolutely nothing. The only thing that gives our money value is the public faith and how much of it is in circulation. Therefore, the power to regulate the money supply is also the power to regulate its value, which is also the power to manipulate and control entire economies. It is important to clearly understand the Federal Reserve is a private corporation. It is about as federal as Federal Express. It makes its own policies and is under little regulation by the U.S. government. It is a private bank that loans all the currency at interest to the government, completely consistent with the central banking model that the country sought to escape from when it declared independence in the American Revolutionary War. Now, going back to 1913, the Federal Reserve Act was not the only bill pushed through Congress for the vested financial interests. They also pushed its partner, the federal income tax. First of all, the federal income tax is completely unconstitutional, as it is a direct, unapportioned tax, and the required number of states needed in order to ratify the amendment to allow the income tax was never legally met, and this has even been cited in modern court cases. Second, at the present day, roughly 25% of the average worker's income is taken from you when you deal this tax. And that means you work 3 months out of the year to fill this tax obligation. And where does that money go? According to the Grace Commission report of the 1980s, 100% of what is collected is absorbed solely by interest on the federal debt and by federal government contributions to transfer payments. In other words, all individual income tax revenues are gone before 1 nickel is spent on the services which taxpayers expect from their government. Today, the money Americans make working 3 months out of the year goes almost entirely to the interest fees charged for the debt-based fiat currency. The fact is, the federal income tax exists to feed the Federal Reserve, federal government money machine, making sure the interest payments are always there. And third, even with the government claim as to the legality of the income tax, there is still evidently no statute, no law in existence that requires you to pay this tax.
I really expected that, of course, there's a law that you can point to in the law book, the code, that requires you to file a tax return. Of course there is. I was at that point where I couldn't find the statute that clearly made a person liable, at least not me, and most people I know. And I had no choice in my mind except to resign.
Based on the research that I did throughout the year 2000, and that I'm still doing, I have not found that law. I've asked Congress, I've asked a lot of people in the IRS commissioners, helpers. They can't answer, because if they answer, the American people are going to know that this whole thing is a fraud.
I haven't filed an federal income tax return since I left.
I have not filed a tax return since 1999.
Now, the control of the economy and the manipulation of society through the vested financial powers is only a part of the game being played. Another level is the business of war. Since the inception of the Federal Reserve in 1913, a number of large and small wars have commenced. The 3 most pronounced might be World War I, World War II, and Vietnam. World War I. In 1914, European wars broke out centered around England and Germany. The American public wanted nothing to do with the war. In turn, President Woodrow Wilson publicly declared neutrality. However, under the surface, evidence now showed that the financial powers behind the administration were looking for any excuse it could to enter it. It is important to understand that one of the most lucrative things that can happen to the bankers is ruin, for it forces the country to borrow even more money at interest, not to mention the profits generated through the financing of military production. In the words of 2-time Congressional Medal of Honor winner Smedley V. Butler, war is a racket. It always has been. It is possibly the oldest, easily the most profitable, surely the most vicious. It is the only one international in scope, and it is the only one in which the profits are reckoned in dollars, and the losses in lives. Woodrow Wilson's top advisor and mentor was Colonel Edward House, a man found in the intimate connections of the financial interests at the time. In a conversation with Colonel House and Sir Edward Blair, the Foreign Secretary of England, only American officials were very inquired. What will America do to generate situation in House responded, I believe that a claim of indignation would speak in the United States and that law itself would be sufficient to carry us away. So, on May 7, 1915, a ship called the Lusitania was sent where German military vessels remained to be. And, as likely expected, German U-boats torpedoed the ship, exploding stored munitions, killing 12 men. To further understand the obvious anticipation of this setup, the German embassy actually put advertisements in the New York Times telling people that if they boarded the Lusitania, they did so at their own risk, as such a ship sailing from America to England through the war zone would be liable to destruction. In turn, and as anticipated, the sinking of the Lusitania caused a wave of anger among the American population, and America entered the war a short time after. Major General Smedley V. Butler summarized the monetary reality of the occasion. World War II. On December 7, 1941, Japan attacked the American fleet at Pearl Harbor, triggering U.S. entry into that war. President Franklin D. Roosevelt declared the attack was a day that will live in infamy. A day of infamy indeed, but not because of the alleged surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. After 60 years of surfacing information, it is now clear that not only was the attack known well in advance, it was outright wanted and provoked. In a journal entry by Roosevelt's Secretary of War Henry Stinson, dated November 25, 1941, he documented a conversation he had with Roosevelt. The question was how we should maneuver them into firing the first shot. And in congressional testimony later, he added, "It was desirable to make sure the Japanese would be the ones to do this, that there should remain no doubt as to who were the aggressors." In the months leading up to the attack on Pearl Harbor, Roosevelt had done almost everything in his power to aid the Japanese, showing a posture of aggression. He halted on Japan's influence in American petroleum. He froze all Japanese assets in the United States. He made public loans to nationalist China and supplied military aid to the British, both enemies of Japan in the war, which, by the way, was in complete violation of international war rules. And with numerous Japanese codes broken in advance, revealing the plan to attack, on December 7, 1941, Japan was allowed to attack Pearl Harbor, killing 2,400 soldiers. Before Pearl Harbor, 83% of the American public wanted nothing to do with the war. After Pearl Harbor, 1 million men volunteered. It is important to note, Nazi Germany's war effort was largely supported by two organizations, one of which was called IG Farben. IG Farben produced 84% of Germany's explosives. One of the unspoken partners of IG Farben was J.D. Rockefeller's Standard Oil Company in America. In fact, the German Air Force could not operate without a special additive patent by Rockefeller's Standard Oil. The drastic bombing of London by Nazi Germany, for example, was made possible by a $20 million sale of fuel to IG Farben by the Rockefellers' Standard Oil Company. This is just one small point on the topic of how American business funded both sides of World War II. One other treasonous organization worth mentioning is the Union Banking Corporation of New York City. Not only did they finance numerous aspects of Hitler's rise to power, along with actual materials during the war, it was also a Nazi money laundering bank, which was eventually exposed for having millions of dollars of Nazi money in its vaults. The Union Banking Corporation of New York was eventually seized for violations of the Trading with the Enemy Act. Guess who the director and vice president of the Union Bank was? Prescott Bush, the father and grandfather of former U.S. Presidents George W. Bush and George H.W. Bush. Vietnam. The United States' official escalation and entry into the Vietnam War came after an alleged incident involving two U.S. destroyers being attacked by North Vietnamese PT boats in the Gulf of Tonkin. This is known as the Gulf of Tonkin Incident. This situation was the catalytic pretext for massive troop deployment and full-fledged warfare.
Never happened.
One problem, however, the attack on the U.S. destroyers by Vietnamese PT boats never happened. Former Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara stated years later that the Gulf of Tonkin incident was a mistake, while classified documents released years later show that it was a farce, manipulated for the purposes of war. And once in the war, it was business as usual. In October 1966, President Lyndon Johnson lifted trade restrictions.
Soldiers, y'all being played as puppets, bro. All y'all soldiers are being played as puppets. All y'all soldiers. I'm talking soldiers on all sides. Y'all being played like puppets from the ones in the middle. When you realize that you're being played like a puppet from ones in the middle, rebel. Rebel. In massive groups. Don't fall out of order without an order. Meaning, don't come out this year unless y'all together in this year. Because there's some bullshit that you gotta be together in when y'all come out with it. Because when you think about how war is done now, you get caught in war now, they're killing you. So it's like, why go to war when you're not coming back? And I say it again, why go to war when you're not coming back? You're not coming back the same. You're not coming back the same. So like I say again, why go to war when you're not coming back.
The profit and resources resulted in 58,000 American deaths and 3 million dead Vietnamese. So, where are we now? September 11th was the jumpstart for a hegemonic agenda, enabling the possibility of constant global warfare. It was a staged war pretext, no different than the sinking of the Lusitania, the provoking of Pearl Harbor, and the Gulf of Tonkin lie. In fact, if 9/11 wasn't a planned war pretext, it would be an exception to the rule. It has been used to launch 2 unprovoked illegal wars, one against Iraq and the other against Afghanistan. However, 9/11 was a pretext for another war as well, the war against you. The Patriot Act, Homeland Security, the Military Tribunals Act, and other legislations are all completely designed to destroy your civil liberties and protect those in power. Currently in the United States, unannounced to most Americans, your home can be searched without a warrant, without you being home. You can in turn be detained indefinitely with no charges revealed to you, no access to a lawyer, and legally tortured, all under the suspicion that you might be a terrorist. If you need to paint a picture of what is happening, let's recognize how history repeats itself. In February 1933, Hitler staged the false flag attack, burning down his own German parliament building, the Reichstag, blaming it on communist terrorists. Within the next few weeks, he passed the Enabling Act, which completely eradicated the German Constitution, destroying people's liberties. He then led a series of preemptive wars, all justified as necessary to maintaining homeland security.
Our enemy is a radical network of terrorists and every government that supports them.
It's time to wake up. The people in power go out of their way to make sure you are perpetually misled and manipulated. The majority's perception of reality, especially in the political arena, is not their own. It is shrewdly imposed upon them without them even knowing it. For example, the public at large now believes the invasions of Iraq and the Middle East, along with the resulting instability, are the consequences of political and military mistakes. What the public fails to see, of course, is that the destabilization of the Middle East is exactly what the Western interests want. This war is to be sustained so the region can be divided up, domination of the oil maintained, continual profits reaped for defense contractors, and most obviously, permanent military bases established to be used as launching pads against other oil-bearing, non-conforming countries, such as Iran. For further implication that the Civil War and destabilization is purely intentional, in 2005, 2 elite British SAS officers were arrested by Iraqi police after being caught driving around in their car, shooting at civilians while dressed up as Arabs. After being arrested and taken to a jail in Basra, the British Army immediately demanded release of these men. When the Basra government refused, British tanks came in and physically broke out the men from the Basra prison.
If you wish to destroy an area, how do you do it? Well, there are 2 ways. You can go in there and bomb it and so forth. That is not very efficient. What you do is you try to get the people in that area to kill each other and to destroy their own territory, their own farm.
That sound like every urban city, don't it?
In which you destroy
they run that motherfucker to kill each other.
Is get him to destroy himself by dividing his ranks against one another. And then you feed both sides. You have agents feeding both sides, inflaming both sides. And they kill each other off. And it's time that some of us woke up to this reality to understand that people who try to maintain empires and create empires do it by manipulating the people they're trying to conquer.
Ooh.
You might want to ask yourself why the entire culture is utterly saturated with mass media entertainment from all sides. While the educational system in America continues its stupefying downward slide since the U.S. government decided to take over and subsidize the public school system.
What your government pays for, it gets. When we understand that, then we look at government-financed institutions of education and see the kind of students and the kind of education that's being turned out by these government-financed schools. Logic will tell you that if what is being turned out in those schools was not in accord with what the state and the federal government wanted, then it would change it. The bottom line is that the government is getting what they have ordered. They do not want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much. That is why our country and our world has become so proliferated with entertainments, television shows, amusement parks, drugs, alcohol, and every kind of entertainment to keep the human mind entertained, so that you don't get in the way of important people by
you hear that shit?
thinking.
You hear that shit?
And understand that there are people.
That's what dumbing down is about.
And you don't even know it.
We're in a lot of trouble. Because you people and 62 million other Americans are listening to me right now. Because less than 3% of you people read books. Less than 15% of you read newspapers. Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is a whole, an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube. This tube is the gospel, the ultimate revelation. This tube can make or break presidents, popes, prime ministers. This tube is the most awesome goddamn force in the whole godless world. And woe is us if we don't hold it in the hands of the wrong people. And we're the largest company in the world controls the
Hello, this is Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Great. The aircraft is waiting for you at our newest airfield. We trust you will be happy, sir.
So you listen to me. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park.
Tell you that, bro.
It's a circus.
Don't watch that piece of shit.
Troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jumpers, sideshow,
Calm down, bro.
and football.
That thing's a place too, bro. You can't get people off the TV, bro.
Sit there day after day, night after night, all ages.
It's on TV, bro.
We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube.
I like that.
The tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
The last thing the power establishment wants is a conscious, informed public, capable of critical thinking. This is why a continually fraudulent zeitgeist is output via religion, the mass media, and the educational system. It is in their interest to keep you in distracted, naive bubbles. And they are doing a damn good job.
Oh, a damn good job.
This is Aaron Russo, a filmmaker and former politician. To his left is Nicholas Rockefeller of the Council on Foreign Relations. After maintaining a close friendship with Nicholas, Aaron eventually ended the relationship, appalled by what he learned.
I got a call one day from an attorney woman I knew, and she said, "Would you like to meet one of the Rockefellers?" I said, "Sure, I'd love to." And we became friends, and we began to divulge a lot of things to me. So he said to me one night, he said that there's going to be an event there, and at that event, you're going to see, we're going to go into Afghanistan. So we run pipelines from the Caspian Sea. We're going to go into Iraq, and take the oil and establish a base in the Middle East, and we're going to go into Venezuela and try and get rid of Chavez. And the first two they've accomplished, Chavez they didn't accomplish. And so you're going to see guys going to caves looking for people that they're never going to find. You know, he's laughing at the fact that you have this war on terror. There's no real enemy. He's talking about how by having this war on terror, you can never win it because people's liberties away. And I said, how do you convince people that this war is real? He said, but the media. The media can convince everybody it's real. I mean, you know, it's just that you keep talking about things, you keep saying it over and over and over again, and eventually people believe it. You know, he created the Federal Reserve in 1913 through lies. You create 9/11, which is another lie. Through 9/11, you fight a war on terror, and now all of a sudden you go into Iraq, which was another lie. And now they're going to do Iran. You know, and it's all one thing leading to another, leading to another, leading to another. I would say, what are you doing this for? What's the point of this thing? You have all the money in the world you ever want. You have all the power. I said, you know, you're hurting people. It's not a good thing. And you say, what do you care about the people for? Take care of yourself and you take care of your family. And then I said, so what are the ultimate goals here? I said, the ultimate goal is to get everybody in this world to share the truth that dark by Egypt. And have all money be on those chips and everything on those chips. And if anybody wants to protest what we do or violate what we want, we just turn off the chip.
So how far will the sickness of power go? To what lengths will those in control go in order to maintain and preserve their positions?
We have a Florida family who are really pioneers in a brave new world. They have volunteered to be the first ever to have microchip identification devices implanted into their bodies.
After 9/11, I was really concerned with the security of my family.
I wouldn't mind having something planted permanently in my arm that would identify me.
George Orwell, in his famed and possibly prophetic work, 1984, stated, "Power is not a means, it is an end. The object of persecution is persecution. The object of torture is torture. The object of power is power." Today, symptoms of a surveillance society continue to build, as irrational fears of invisible enemies, coupled with rising economic instability, spread across the globe. It is under this guise of security that we can foreshadow a world where everyone is tracked, everyone is on camera, and everyone is subordinated. The most incredible aspect of all, such totalitarianism would likely not be forced upon the people, rather the people will demand it. For the social manipulation of society through the generation of fear and division has completely inhibited the culture. Religion, patriotism, race, wealth, class, and every other form of arbitrary separatist identification and thus conceit has served to create a controlled population, utterly malleable in the hands of the few. Divide and conquer is the motto, and as long as people continue to see themselves as separate from everything else, they lend themselves to being completely enslaved. However, if the people ever realize the truth of their relationship to nature, and the truth of their personal power to effect change, the entire manufactured zeitgeist that's preyed upon would collapse like a house of cards.
The whole system that we live in drills into us that we're powerless, that we're weak, that our society is evil, that it's fragmented, etc., and so forth. It's all a big, fat lie. We are powerful, beautiful, extraordinary. There is no reason why we cannot understand who we truly are, where we are going. There is no reason why the average individual cannot be fully empowered. We are incredibly powerful beings.
You know, I think I spent 30 years of my life, the first 30, trying to become something. I want to become good at things. I want to become good at tennis. I want to become good at school and grades and everything I kind of viewed in that perspective. I'm not okay the way I am, but if I got good at things, I realized that I had the game wrong. The game was to find out what I already was.
Now, in our culture, we've been trained for individual differences to stand out. So you look at each person immediately as
older, younger, richer, poorer, and we make all these dimensional distinctions, put them in categories and treat them that way. And we get so that we only see others as separate from ourselves in the ways in which they're separate. And one of the dramatic characteristics of experience is being with another person and suddenly seeing the ways in which they are like you, not different from you. And experiencing the fact that that which is essence in you and which is essence in me is the one. The understanding that there is no other. It is all one. I wasn't born Richard Albert. I was just born as a human being. And then I learned this whole business of who I am and whether I'm good or bad or achieving or not. All that's learned along the way.
Sexual, religious chauvinism, to rabid nationalist fervor are beginning not to work. A new consciousness is developing which sees the Earth as a single organism and recognizes that an organism at war with itself is doomed.
Life's like a ride in an amusement park. And when you go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored.
And it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some have been on the ride for a long time. They begin to question,
is this real versus just a ride? And other people have remembered when they come back to us, they say, hey, don't worry.
Don't be afraid ever. Because this is just a ride. And we kill those people.
Shut him up. I've got a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up.
Look at my furrows. I'm worried. Look at my big bank account.
My family. This has to be real. It's just a ride.
Well, we don't kill those good guys who try to tell us that. You ever notice that? You let the demons run amok?
But it doesn't matter. Because it's just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want.
It's all in the choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money.
Just a choice right now between fear and love.
That was just real, and my station is real. Y'all just got from the real. It is what it is. Some bullshit. I ended with that bullshit. That was some bullshit.
Hello, Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help you? Your beautiful new aircraft is waiting at our nearest airfield. We hope you're very happy, sir.
My buddies and I sometimes put these on and shoot each other. Couldn't have picked better myself. An excellent purchase.
Like when this look good.
Marine! You stupid! Motherfucker! You crackhead! We need assistance! We have a man down! Shut my leg! That's just great! Dick! Hey, piece of shit! Find some cover! Find some You... How they give me the slip? You piece of shit! Where did he go? Ah! Retreat! Retreat, everyone! Ah! 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 Oh! Oh!
Sometimes I just get quiet. And I'm sitting there just thinking. The creativity in me, which is the creator of me. It's beautiful to know. This one here, they gonna take me a bath. glasses. The truth is the truth. Period. No bullshit. What's happening, Playboy? Everything got yourself killed that time. Take it easy, Playboy. We ain't in no rush.
gonna read the link to you. It shows Tyler. It says Saints walking behind Harold Robbins' casket. The Saints walking behind the Gorilla's casket, and it's Fantasia, starring Fantasia and somebody else. If you know when Fantasia walk on stage, she be shouting sometimes.
Yeah.
They show her shouting like she walking behind that gorilla. And I said, this shit's funny to me, but I'm gonna tell you why it's just funny. I said, this motherfucker throwing their borders on racism.
Yeah, they is.
You got two dark-skinned sisters from behind a gorilla, like the king has died, and Fantasia shouting. Boy, I saw that shit and I started laughing, man. I said, this shit is hilarious. Now I said, now, you can take it one way, you can take it the other way. Now, somebody might look and say, this is damn racism. They call her a saint, and she walking behind a gorilla, and she crying out about the gorilla like she crawling at the way they got it synced up. Like she crying out for this gorilla, man.
Like a human being.
But it's a dark-skinned sister that damn near resembles a gorilla. you know, Fantasia, goddamn, I mean, that ain't the most beautiful face you've ever seen in your life. It ain't an ugly face, but it's a dark-skinned sister face, man. And when she got that makeup on, all fucked up, she had that red hair, green hair. When she was going through some emotional shit, she didn't know who she was. That bitch wore her hair all kind of ways and putting on this all real crazy ass lipstick, man. But I said that shit to you, man. You get a good laugh at it. I said the lane, but I wrote a whole lot of shit on it because I want her to understand the shit's not really funny.
But it's funny.
It is funny.
Because they going gorilla in black.
You can't put black people in any kind of skin with a gorilla, man. I'm not a gorilla or a monkey.
Anything pertaining to a human being, close to a human being, no.
A gorilla or a monkey, man. Come on, man.
Somebody gonna get the human. Somebody gonna get the sense of humor out of it.
You know they look at us like we some kind of
gorilla already. I told you that lady said on there because you never didn't get to see it yet. That trap that movie I was talking about with that bad lady on it.
Man, I watched me move where you black monkey, you gorilla, you bad
man.
We been called all kind of monkeys.
That thing said us training dogs how to fuck what did you say? Us training dogs how to fuck our soldiers that was caught by war. Ain't nothing compared to my daughter, my sister laying down fucking a monkey like you.
A nigga like he's a monkey?
Ain't nothing compared to my sister laying down fucking a monkey like you. That's what she told her. Her training them dogs how to fuck them motherfucking soldiers and shit. Ain't like
black monkey nigga. I mean, you know, black people are called all kind of black. Are called all kind of nigga, all kind of monkey, man. Black monkey, jungle bunny, mother. You jungle bunny, you know, you ape looking motherfucker. Hey man, and there's some black folks, man. Hey man, that's why Benny Johnson was such a dynamic ball player. That motherfucker had gorilla like skills on the court, man. I'm talking about that he had a physique like one. You know, but it was all wound into human. And the nigga on the basketball court, it was like he was out in the jungle, man, hanging and shit, grabbing niggas, dunking and shit. Dude 5'11", 6'2", going in traffic, body nigga, dunk on a nigga. Gorilla. Yo, what's up, nigga? What's up, yo? What's up, man? They got this one NBA, I don't know, like NBA like you have. And they were showing the dude on video, and this one ball player on that mat, whatever that NBA shit, dude got extremely long arms, man, and you can't do shit with him. And this dude is in the background going crazy, laughing about this shit, because the motherfucker's so cold. Can't do nothing with him. He just His arms are extremely long, and he's doing all kind of crazy stuff. I need to sit that shit. I need to sit that shit. But you into that, you be into that shit. I'm cracking up, man. God damn.
You know what I'm saying? I got boots snatched and everything. They land up being hit with all the shooting. When my shit go down, I'm pressing up, so it's going down now.
Woo!
Well, they clown us, bro. They love clowning us. Bro.
Oh.
They love clowning us.
My sister got clowning at Deadpool. The old woman, she got paid to get clowned. She didn't care. She getting paid. I'm acting shit. The blind one. Where you clowned her. And the way you talking about, oh, she's old. The old smell. What is that? He said, old girl got the old smell on it. But the man, that's old girl from Star Trek. Yeah, she got it. She doesn't have a lot of jobs in Star Trek. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She's become a household name with Star Trek. Shit. Boy, I want to listen to all these candidates. This system in trouble, man. It's tough for somebody to just come and just, I'll take over.
Yep,
bro. Cause you can't, there's no confidence in none of them.
None of them, bro.
Hillary's so flowed and fucked.
Oh, that other shit got her gone. Cause she don't answer nobody questions.
She don't answer no.
Dave, she don't answer nobody questions, bro. Bro, that woman don't want to come around.
She be like, fuck you.
Fuck you, Dave. She be like on.
You're a peasant, you're nothing. She's just straight up elitist, dog.
Bruh.
The woman's straight up elitist.
Bruh, she don't have to answer shit.
And guess what? Because she's a woman,
yep.
She got the feminine Nazis behind her and,
yeah.
and some crazy Negroes, you know.
She got some crazy niggas behind her, dog. She got some crazy niggas. Cause I'm like I said, you got to be bonkers if you see all this against this woman, you still on board with her. And that's on the real.
They like, if that's all we have left, anything better than Trump.
I'm like this here. No.
But that's what niggas think. That's niggas think.
How you think like that? Okay, well, you right. They dumb down. They dumb down. They dumb down. They dumb down. Cause if they wasn't dumb down, they'll be like this here. Fuck it, let's go with something new. Cause we already know Hillary with fucking Obama. Fuck. Hillary is with Obama. So fuck that. At least go to the other nigga. He got his own agenda too. But fuck, let's go with something else new. Shit.
Oh my God.
You know I don't like none of them either. But if somebody had to get it, I wouldn't want Hillary. I wouldn't want Hillary. I'd take Trump and his bullshit. I'd take his bullshit over Hillary.
Fuck them all. Fuck Hillary. Most of all. Fuck them all.
Yeah, fuck them all.
Hillary most of all.
Yeah, fuck them all. Yeah, they let it rhyme. Fuck them all, but fuck Hillary most of all. Fuck that bullshit.
That bitch don't need to do shit.
That bitch don't need to do shit.
Just go away.
They
shut the fuck up.
I say it like this here. Fuck it, don't send her to jail. Just get her in the window.
Go away, go.
Just send her away.
Not too much money to go to jail, John. Too much money to go to jail. These ain't going to jail. That's Clinton machines. A president's wife ain't going to jail. Ex-president's wife not going to jail. She got the same kind of immunity he has. Stay in this motherfucking country, good. These presidents, they stay right in America. They got carte blanche. And President wife ain't going to no goddamn jail. Ex-president wife, she ain't going to jail.
Oh, because they talking about they won't. You know they don't want
They
it.
talk all that shit they want,
they don't want
but the ex-president's wife is not going to jail.
They talking about shit they want Bush and they want Obama for war crimes. But I mean, nobody ain't gonna do nothing.
Man, you know what? Other countries don't do that to their motherfucking president. We can't do that to our shit. The other motherfuckers don't do shit, and they all do war crimes.
All of them do war crimes.
Wait, this bullshit work, man. Fuck it. Don't Don't raise your kids up to want to go fight and bullshit for somebody.
I live
Go out and put your life on the fucking line.
I live there and put on that soldiers. Y'all need to live there and come to y'all senses. Y'all fighting for somebody else bullshit and they sitting there watching y'all shit on TV like you played the fucking game.
You know, like you said, man, you got a guy that's down and out, he's in the ghetto, he's in the hood. This is his chance for him to get out, man.
But he can stand
and do something. Most of you guys, I met guys can't win their rights. When they weren't fighting, they just, man, you know.
I'm talking when they're fighting.
Yeah, but see, dudes that go to the Army and to the Marines, that's basically what they do. They go to the Air Force and Navy, they do more sophisticated killing. You know, now, the whole mission of each entity is to support the war effort, the defense effort. Everybody. It's all about supporting the military. He worked in the hospital, so he helped support, keep motherfuckers healthy in the best way they could in the hospital environment on the military base. Free, you pay for that shit. Free shit. Free hospitalization. Free. 20-something years not paying on hospitalization. All hospitals get fixed up, but that bring him all kinds of drugs home because shit, he working on right there in the dispensary. Whatever you need, come and pay for that shit. Then pay for the medicine, pay for shit. Didn't you feel good? Dad gonna bring some remedies on. Fuck it. You feel good a couple days. Some remedies on you. I mean, we worked in that shit. That's how that bullshit was. Now, dude, that just going off to Vietnam. The thing about going to Vietnam is the motherfuckers ain't fighting. It's more susceptible to get killed than the motherfuckers fighting. Because you sitting up in the hospital, or you sitting out working in the motor pool, fixing up the planes, fixing up the tanks and shit to go out, and a bomb drop on your monkey ass. You ain't done a bit of fighting. You just out there putting machines together, or you just in a hospital that gets bombed. You seen Pearl Harbor? Hospital got bombed, everything got hit. It hit when the Japanese dropped bombs on that base. They dropped bombs all over the base. That was the worst thing that those Japanese could do. Did they not know that they were dropping bombs on the worst haters, the most evil motherfuckers ever to rule any country in the world? The white, European, American in this motherfucker. We really hadn't been in this motherfucker that much time and felt a great sense of, you know, we don't kill these motherfuckers. Because you talk 1941 to 1841. Shit. You know, that's before the Civil War. Yeah, you got 100-year-old motherfuckers, 89, 90, 78 motherfuckers remembering shit that was going on in another motherfucking time. And you come drop some bomb on the wildest, most ruthless, the most creative killers ever. And guess what? The motherfucking bomb was built in Germany. Came to this motherfucker. German motherfuckers built that motherfucker. The Europeans coming to America. Europe and America always been together like shit.
They're saying that they swap wars, they finance wars against each other. America gives somebody some weapons.
Man, motherfucking the Bushes, man, supplies, Germany, I mean, man, I'm talking weapons, money, finances, all kind of shit. The Bush hierarchy, them motherfuckers is deep, rugged, killing motherfuckers. Some killers too. The Bush family, go back. And Rockefeller money ain't clean. Dirty motherfucker. His dad, you know, bootlegging, gambling, you know. Probably had some whole house, all kind of bullshit, you know. It's just early hustle, and the white man has a chance to go straight. Cause he created this shit. He goes straight.
Anytime he wants.
And turn his killer raggedy money into, you know, legitimate money. But guess what? A lot of motherfuckers you killed back in the day and that you did dirt to remember shit, especially when you get into politics. Ask the Kennedys. Kennedys weren't supposed to be running for no political office because the mob and the real people that built their machine, they're like the audacity, motherfuckers. And then you gonna run for these political office and come against the hand that fed you? Okay. Kennedy will never be president, was said after John F. Kennedy. Kennedy will never be a president again in the United States. That's what was said after he was killed. And that thing, Ted that 1 year, Ted who was next in line, he has this Chappaquiddick thing where he and this girl, Mary Jo Kopechne, the car goes off in the river, she drowns. You know, he was having an affair with her and destroyed his political. That was set up. Get that motherfucker out of any consideration that he might run for president. He stayed a senator all the way up until he died. Yeah. And then of course his brother, he was on it. He won that shit. He was on it.
You know he the one that did.
Oh, he was ahead, man, when he was killed, man. He was on his way. That happened like about April, May. That's about, you know, what is he, Martin Luther King, May. So he happened right around June, about this time. About this part of his campaign, because King May and Bobby June, they were about a month and a half apart. Martin Luther King and Bobby were about a month and a half apart of being killed. 1968, there's going some killing going on, man. Killing was going on. And then that was 68. The 60s was some killing going on. The 60s was some killing, man. It was some killing. I mean, so many was lost. And then, I mean, the highly publicized ones is what people knew in the media. But my boy in junior college, his daddy was Rutledge Pearson, a known civil rights leader in the Jacksonville, Florida area. He's a strong advocate for them. They got shit named after him, parks named after him right now. He's in. The report my boy said was that he died in a car accident, and he said to this day we think it was Sister died because my dad did that trip 2 months, walked the road. You know, you make a trip, you make a trip home so many times between, you know, I-10 and getting to Jacksonville and killed. Stop the movement for a minute. He said, you know, he had some good people working behind him, but Jet did an article on him. I mean, 60s, I'd say from 60 to 69, it's safe to say a lot of the Panthers were killed. It's safe to say maybe about 25, maybe 30 political activists.
Nope. Nope.
Good. Bro. Officer. What's your name? What do you need? Just ask a question. What do you need?
What the fuck do you want?
Very well. Okay, all right, thank you.
Who that was? Ain't nobody doing nothing. Oh, all right. You talking and they steady knocking. That's why I hollered out.
I'm gonna get to eat all the donuts I want and bring them home and shit.
You got a lot of shit in here when you
It look like
a little warehouse. Might as well tell my girls it's kind of like a warehouse.
I agree with you. But if they legalize drugs, how else will I rebel against the government and my day? Stay fresh, amigo.
I won't open no door. Who the fuck?
Shit. He stayed talking, trying to get the door.
But he said, like I said, security dude. He said apartment security. Man, that's steady doing it, man. I work at night, I'm gonna do that shit. You can't see that shit walking by. We got some thug ass little niggas walking around here, you know, summertime. These lazy son of a bitches, you know what I mean? Ain't shit in the get, but it'd be a fucked up thing to walk up in here. Think you're gonna get something, you know, but fuck it, ain't shit happening for you, ain't shit gonna happen now. Especially with top flight security walking around this mother. I do about this be wide. Like,
Hey, how you doing?
Go like little Wolverine, you know, and he got sidearm. And he got sidearm. And he's a Wolverine looking like when a dude can scrap and like a dude can shoot you.
Hey, what up, my nigga? I love that car.
You gonna fuck him up?
Boy, them other kids, he instead of saying they shot him in the face.
Like these people walking?
Yeah, they will stop the car to get out just to shoot people in the face, bro.
That white woman so no throne. Nancy.
That's a Chinese woman.
That Asian woman looks throne, boy.
How are you, baby?
Not bad. I'm going in for my 4th stomach stapling next week. Got a good feeling about this one.
My 4th stomach staple. Oh, jeez.
Hey, what's up, homie? Hey.
You ought to see what you
How
say
you
to.
doing, man? It's all good, man. Yes, estuvo. Hey there, sweetheart.
What we see what you don't
Keep on going, dog. You hear me?
Why would her? 'Cause she's pretty. You know why?
Hey, what's going on with you?
If Gabriela thinks she can have my man, she's wrong. And I'm gonna make sure she is dead wrong.
That's all my conversation. That's what's up.
Dig,
Dig,
you got all kind like that fat. They got one fat lady on there. She said and he stopped her. How you doing? I'm hungry. You got something for me to eat?
Hey, babe.
I did.
Yo. And people say I'm a disgrace to society.
Stupid shit, man.
I'm waiting for the one of them to curse him out.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Hola.
Another hola.
What's up?
That's all they got. Walking in the Spanish,
No.
huh?
Pump.
And you say, fuck you, bitch.
You know, huh, man?
Hey, what's up with you? Hi. Man, you a genetic experiment gone wrong, dog. Lame ass bitch. Man, you suck. Hey, how you doing?
All of them look the same, man. They all got the same thrown off look.
Bitch.
Well, it happened again. Now it's Peter who got promoted.
Oh, now listen to her talk. Don't walk with her.
Well, for starters, I've been there 4 years longer than him. Yeah, Mr. Randall is a I don't think that there's a coincidence. And we should make him pay. Yeah, he keeps asking me for some damn quarter of it.
Well, she's the only gangster, right?
Motherfucker.
Come around, man, that nigga, huh?
Hey!
Like I said, dog, this game not made for no fucking kids, man. It's too outrageous.
What's up, bro? Hey, what's that? Hey, dog, it's gonna get better. Trust me.
He thought it's gonna get better, huh? Oh, yeah.
people is here.
Hey, dude. Hey. Hey, what's up with you?
Fuck off!
Hey, you lame, dog.
How would you like it if I called
Hey, you ain't nothing but a punk.
huh? That's it, I'm
What
calling
people say I'm a disgrace to society?
Oh yeah, I need an
Damn,
officer
fool.
over here right away.
Oh, you happy? See you.
Now, police coming. Now you about to be a real man to Now you about to be a real man to society. He about to take care of
this is terrible, man.
This is terrible,
terrible,
bro.
man.
It is, bro. When the police come, we'll light him up.
They hurting too.
Look, he barely standing up, him. See, then when the police come, if I start them, I just want they call. Oh, they don't even know what I'm doing. Thank you. Oh, that crash. But he did. You hear me? The dude driving the Cody's car, he was dead. Like I said, Charlie dead. This is not made for kids. It's too much violence, bro. And like I told you, that's all they do is kill people. Don't never get a break. I got on tape where the little boy said, "Hey man, you want to go do a mission or you want to continue shooting each other? Continue shooting each other."
I'll tell you what, man.
Oh my.
It's not ugly when the cars hit, though. In real life, it's ugly, John.
Big, cause like I said, the shit happens so fast and when it's over.
I didn't see one, man, but I came up on one, man. Motherfucker, it looked like, you know, most hits are like people driving in or people driving out and turning into a driveway or to a way when you're with traffic. Don't wait till it's clear.
Gotta wait till it's clear.
Don't take out there, man. Your car might give out sometimes. You might hesitate. Well, take it.
Yeah, or like I say, all it takes for it to cut off.
Yeah.
Cause drugs be dead. This shit happen.
I mean, hesitations happen all the time, man. Now you out in the car. You up on? You thought you would get by that car full speed.
I'm Mr. Jackson, and that's the end of my show.